An adversary stands along your trajectory, eager for a passerby's challenge. When both your trainer eyes meet, a Pokemon battle is sure to take place. Who then is the themed individual opposing you? What does a brief glimpse tell you about their background, their team lineup, or even their preferred strategy? With questions like these in mind, I, Substitube, offer brand new trainer ideas to help you find answers. These ideas, as with others on my channel's playlist, will be free to use for your Pokemon related projects. Non-commercial, of course. Whether comfy shorted lad or coat-clad veteran, new trainer types are ready to be challenged, complete with ready-to-use Gen 2 styled sprites. The first set of trainers are conceptualized around the rewards they give players once defeated. Before we introduce brand new ideas, I'll start off with a couple of updates to old ones, fine-tuned into a resource boost for players with adventuring momentum. I take inspiration from Pokemon Rangers, who reward berries after each battle. Hikers, for instance, would give away free escape ropes. Picnickers and campers have repels. Bug catchers give antidotes, jugglers give various Pokeballs, mediums, sages, and or ex-maniacs would give revival herbs, and triathletes would give vitamins or beverages once defeated. These small changes allow for the player to continue on a route without having to go back to town and resupply as often. Now for a brand new trainer.
Number 1. Santa.
I made this class for my own fake region, which has a holiday-themed town. These small Santas give presents based on your behavior, a golden nugget for good children, and charcoal for the naughty. Other trainer titles considered were Father Pokemus and Kringle.
Number 2. The Guru.
These bearded trainers specialize in high-yield mons for experience points and select effort values. They first tell you what they specialize in, then give the option to fight. Remember those Blissey secret gyms people made in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? This is pretty much the same principle, a repeatedly farmable trainer used to raise Pokemon. Their teams would be comprised of high EV yielding Pokemon. Refer to the chart for examples. Need speed EVs? Go to a speed guru. Hit point EVs? Go to a health guru. Now you're catching on. Leveling up and gaining EVs are but a few ways to raise your Pokemon. Here's another.
Number 3. The Evolutionist.
In keeping with their theme, evolutionists offer specialty evolution items as a prize. Evolution stones, magmarizers, and king's rocks, for example. Such items help players evolve their Pokemon. Evolutionists will of course be using the corresponding Pokemon matching said items, as a sort of unspoken tutorial to newcomers without being too hand-holdy. The same can't be said for the next entry.
Number 4. The Social Worker.
What can be more hand-holdy than just handing you a Pokemon for free? Social workers or foster parents in the Pokemon world are temporary caretakers for abandoned Pokemon. They actively seek out trainers who give these Pokemon a suitable home, demonstrate that you can handle Pokemon well, and the offer for adoption will be made to you. Now that we've taken a look at what the player can expect after a battle from trainers, what about moments leading up to one? The next trainers are best defined by their unique behaviors in the overworld, coloring the quiet moments before you openly clash. It's much like how ambushing ninja boys disguise themselves as trees, or how swimmers and cyclists make big looping patrols. We proceed with
Number 5. The Bouncer.
The Bouncer adamantly blocks off certain locations. They're prone to wielding bulky Pokemon with phasing moves like Circle Throw, Dragon Tail, and Roar to reject your active combatant. You will only contend with these moves, however, if you try and sprint or bike past their assigned post. Speaking of post.
Number 6. The Courier.
Unlike the Bouncer, who is glued to a specific point, a courier actively seeks you out as part of a delivery service like USPS. Instead of signing off on your mystery package, as you normally would, only a battle will verify if you're the intended recipient. Couriers will often catch you as you exit the Poke Center, which often means that you're healed and ready for battle anyways, a mart, or at your family home. The logistics of where these gifts come from is up to you. Packages can be sent from your in-game acquaintances, or perhaps from real-world players over Wi-Fi. The colors are based off of my fake duck Pokemon, Belarkey. Comparatively, there's also an elusive trainer whom you have to seek out and chase around the region.
Number 7. The Makoni.
You may recognize this kooky character from the Game Boy trading card game, identified by his familiar tune and outlandish outfit. He appears randomly in Pokemon clubs, and has the strangest habit of confusing his own Pokemon. The same core Imakuni encounter can be transferred over to the main series, where he'd appear at Pokecenters instead. As for self-confusion, the item Berserk Gene does just that. The next trainer has a tendency to self-inflict too, just with sleep.
Number 8. Sleepyhead.
Also known as the Sleepwalker or Pajama Man, these sleep-prone trainers stir only with a Pokeflute or Squirt Bottle to the face. You often see them sleeping while standing, or even lazing around in the middle of the road. Once you disturb their beauty sleep, they'll grumpily fight you. Their teams would likely utilize Yawn, Rest and Sleep Talk, or Resto Chesto. The inspiration? This sleepy dude on Johto Route 31.
Number 9. Mugger.
Now, you might be a new trainer departing your home. You might be breeding and have your team filled with the eggs. Half of your team might be statused, fresh off another battle. Whatever the reason for your vulnerable state, if a mugger sees an opportunity, oh, they'll get you. Like the police trainer class, they'll most likely battle at night or in dark places. The money penalty higher if they beat you. While not quite as serious a crime, the next trainer class also has theft in their record. Identity theft.
Number 10. Copycat.
Based off of the Copycat Girl in Saffron City and Duplica, the Copycat Trainer class cosplays as a different character to fool you into a battle. Maybe they're dressed as a doctor. Maybe they're dressed like your professor. Once you try to interact with them, however, the illusion disappears. Disguising Pokemon like Ditto and Zorua, as well as overworld fakeouts like Voltorb and Fungus, will be the mons you encounter. Since we're dipping into the Gen 1 pool for inspiration, another unofficial class of its own waits to be canonized.
Number 11. QuizKid.
Based on the cryptic sphinxes of old, based on Blaine's gym acolytes and trick house quizbots, Quiz Kids can be made into an official class of their own. They'll ask you trivia questions to test your Pokemon-related knowledge. Answer correctly, and you may pass unimpeded. Incorrectly, battle time. At last, the final set of trainers are built around a central strategy, be it battle format, specific moves, held items, or the selection of Pokemon. Trainers such as
Number 12. A Nuzlocke.
Nuzlockers are inspired by the unofficial Nuzlocke mode. Their AI prioritizes keeping their Pokemon from fainting. Health low or stats lower, they'll switch out into defensive mons. Sturdy, damp, or sash mons are also found on their teams as precaution. And as a reflection of player behavior, all mons are nicknamed as slightly over-leveled.
Number 13. The Spin Master.
Rotation battles are another format that has gone out of style but can be brought back. Spin Masters engage in rotation battles only. Rapid Spin, Teeter Dance, and Topsy-Turvy are a few of their moves chosen. The Pokemon are ones capable of fusing Rapid Spin, can balance and rotate on a single axis, and or have spin in their name. Designed after Top Man, a Mega Man robot master.
Number 14. Triplets.
Triplets have actually appeared before, albeit as a class exclusive to Pokemon Battle Revolution. They were phased out just before triple battles were introduced. We'll fix that by making these sisters fight in triple battles only, with 3 Pokemon of choice fitting together thematically as well.
Number 15. Acrobat.
Other products of Gen 5 are Type Gems combined with Acrobatics. The strategy makes for a potent surprise attack. Acrobats would use this art form for their entire team. Like the Acrobat, the next trainer makes similar use of strategic items.
Number 16. Protester.
The Protester class uses sound-based attacks like Uproar, Boom Burst, and Bug Buzz paired with Throat Spray for verbal damage. They'll also act as overworld obstacles to block player progression where needed, perhaps in front of in-world companies.
Number 17. Fashionista.
Fashionistas make all of their Pokemon wear clothing-based items, such as choice scarves and choice specs. Accessorization is key. We continue with the item-centric trend with
Number 18. Airhead.
As a just-for-fun type of trainer, airheads have all of their Pokemon hold air balloons. Yes, even the ones that already fly or levitate. Kulu Limpa.
Number 19. Pinstriker.
I thought Bowler was a boring name, so I went with Pinstriker. Their strategy is simple. Having round Pokemon like Spheal or Donphan use moves like Rollout, Gyro Ball, and Ice Ball to plow through your entire team like bowling pins. Penguins. Strikes only.
Number 20. Virtual Boy.
These trainers have a tendency to artificially change their entire surroundings. They do so by having their Pokemon alter the field. Trick Room plus Room Service is an obvious tactic, Inverse Room another. Terrain plus Terrain Seeds, and Extender as well. This may be one of my favorite trainer class ideas, one which I'll be sure to use. This along with the final entry coming up.
Number 21. Card Shark.
Card Shark, Duelist, Club Master, whatever you decide to call them, these trading card game players attempt to do as much setup in a single turn as possible. Trap cards, Held items, like red card, eject button, and weakness policy, make this possible, while moves that do multiple things per turn, such as U-turn and memento, help shuffle Pokemon in and out of play, as one would with shuffling cards. Hair and jacket are modeled after the colorless energy. The Pokemon of choice could be, well, these fakes right here. These are mine, by the way, and not for use. That does it. Enjoy those sprites in the video? Follow the DeviantArt and Discord links to use them. Credit is appreciated. Want more ideas? The Ideas playlist is ready to be explored. And if you haven't already, become a Substitube subscriber. I'll be back next time with a shorter idea video. New Pokemon player class systems. Until we meet again.